One day, Hook was on his way to see his friend Ray's when he came across a big hole in the road. When he looked in the hole, he saw that it had been caused by a broken water pipe. Hook thought for a second and decided right there that the first thing to do was to fix that water pipe. So he rushed off to the warehouse where they keep the new water pipe and picked up a section that was just the right size. When he got back to the hole, he put down the new piece very gently. Then he reached into the hole and grabbed the broken piece with his hook and pulled and pulled. When it was free, he set it down very gently as well. We can recycle that, he thought. Next, he picked up the new piece and set it into place. And it fit perfectly. Ta-da! Oh dear, he quickly thought. The water pipe is fixed, but there's still a big dangerous hole here. I know, I'll ask Hector for help. Soon, Hector was on the way.
What can I do you for, Hook?
Asked Hector. I think we need Carrie to dump a big load of dirt in this hole to fix it and make it safe, said Hook. Soon, Hector was on his way to get the parts for Carrie the dump truck. Up they go onto Hector's flatbed. He sure is strong. And then back to the hole in the road he zooms. Now, to build Carrie the dump truck, you start with the cab. Then you attach the flatbed. After that, you put on the big bucket that holds all the dirt. Of course, every working truck needs a bumper. And some wings to cover the back tires. Next, you need the wheels. There are 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 on each side. Now you put on the big, heavy dump truck bucket door. Plus 2 wing mirrors. Clunk, clink. And finally, a siren that's also a light. Gotta be safe when you're backing up. Ta-da! Hi, Carrie. Carrie rushes off to get some dirt to fill the hole, and then rushes back.
Okay, let's get this show on the road,
says Hector. Carrie backs up to the hole and tips his big bucket full of dirt, and the big door opens and the dirt goes sploosh and into the hole, and there you go. The hole in the road is fixed. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Hook. Thank you, Hector. Oh, look, there's Petal. He's going to meet Rocket at the movie theater. And he's late. If only Fetch the yellow taxi were here. She could get Petal there quicker. There's Hector the Tractor. Maybe he could help. Hector, I think Petal needs to get to the movie theater very fast. Can you help? We sure could use Fetch. Oh, thank you. Now, let's get the parts we need to build Fetch the yellow taxi. Up we go onto the flatbed. Boy, I sure hope that Fetch can help Petal out. Don't you? Okay, now let's get ready to build Fetch the yellow taxi. First, we start with the body. And then we put on the bumper. Everybody needs a good bumper. And then the wheels. There are 4 of those, 2 on each side. Now for the 2 wing mirrors. And of course, Fetch will need 2 headlights. And a taxi isn't a taxi without a sign that says, Taxi! Hi, Fetch. Looking good in yellow today. Let's get Petal into Fetch's back seat. Wait a minute. How did Petal just... Oh, never mind. we've got to get going. Go fetch, get Pedal to the movies. Yay, we're here and on time. Wait a minute, how did Pedal just... Oh, never mind. Rocket and Pedal are ready to watch that movie. Thank you, Fetch. That was Fetch. Bye. Green, Whirly, and Bo are a little nervous. They're waiting for Train all by themselves. They've never gone on a train without Mom, and what's making them really nervous is that Train hasn't arrived yet. Hector, says Green. We've been waiting for Train to arrive for ages and he hasn't. Can you help? Yep, says Hector. And off he goes to get the parts for Train. Now, Train has a lot of parts. I mean, a lot of parts. And they're big, and they're wicked heavy, too. Hector has to be really strong to carry all those parts, especially that fast. Ugh, here we are. Now, to build Train and his carriages, you start with the bed. Then you add the cab and the big, strong engine. That big round piece is where they make the steam in a steam engine. The next piece goes on the front. It's called the buffer. It's there to protect the front of the train. After that, we have the wheels. On Train the engine, there are 4 of those. 2 on one side and 2 on the other. Then we have to add the connecting rods. There's 1 on one side and 1 on the other. These help to put the power from Train the engine into the wheels. Of course, we have to have the lights in the chimney, too. Haha, Train is starting to look like a train. Next, we have the beds for the carriages. Told you there were a lot of parts. And the bodies for the carriages. There are 3 carriages on this train, so 3 bodies. And then the doors for the carriages. There are 6 of those, 2 on each side. Next, each carriage needs 4 wheels, just like Train. That's 2 on each side. When you add it up, that's 12 wheels. Each set of wheels needs a connecting rod, just like Train's wheels do. And last, to join the 3 carriages together with Train, you use big, strong bolts. Ta-da! Hi, Train. Now, let's get moving here. Green, Whirly, and Bo get on to Train's carriages once the doors are open. Then the doors shut, and we're off. Over a bridge and across a river. Then through a tunnel under a mountain, and all thanks to Hector. Thanks, Hector. It's very lightning-y, isn't it? Oh, there's some more. And it set fire to the farm. Wheeler is on his way to go trick-or-treating, and that fire is looking like it might be out of control. Poor Wheeler. He's gonna come around that corner and run straight into... a fire at the farm! What can Wheeler do? He could make cookies, or he could dance. Oh, there's Hector the Tractor. Maybe he can help. Hector, there's a fire at the farm, says Wheeler. Now, I could make cookies, or I could dance, but I think we need to make Hose the fire engine. Quickly! Hector races off to get the parts to build Hose the fire engine. Quickly. Let's get those parts on the flatbed. Quickly. Then Hector races back to Wheeler in the farm. Oh, I said races, Hector. Now, in order to build Hose the fire engine, we start with the body. Next, there's the big red storage compartment. And of course, the ladder. Then there's the bumper. Have to watch out for bumps. Relax, Wheeler. And we have 4 wheels, 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. Next, we have the wing mirrors, clunk, clink, 2 headlights, very important at night, and a bell, and a light, and a siren. And of course, no fire engine without a hose could be called hose.
Doink.
Ta-da! Hi, hose. Wheeler says, I was driving along on my way to go trick-or-treating and put out that fire, says Hector. Whoosh goes the water from Hose's hose, right where it's needed to put that fire out. Naughty lightning. Soon the fire is out and Wheeler can go trick-or-treating with his friends. Thank you, Hose. Hey, Hector, who are you going to dress up as for trick-or-treating?
Oh, I think I'm gonna dress up like Hector.
Okay, Ray's has a problem. A whole bunch of packing crates have been dropped off, and Ray's has to make sure that each one gets delivered to the right place. Ray's thinks to himself, I can lift them, but I can't deliver them. Gee, I wonder if Hector can have a... Oh, hi, Hector. I need some help delivering these crates. Do you think Tipper might help?
Yeah, I bet he would,
Says Hector. I'll go get him now. So Hector goes off to get all the parts he needs to make Tipper. First, we've got to get all the parts into Hector's flatbed. And up they go! Wow, that's a lot of parts. Then it's back to Ray's place to move those crates. Sure is a pretty day, isn't it? When Hector gets back to Ray's, he unloads all the parts and gets to work. To build Tipper, you start with the bed. Then you put on the body and the container and door. That's where the crates will go. Then there's a bumper, in case you go bump. Then we put on 2 wings to cover the big wheels, and headlights, and 4 wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 on one side and 2 on the other. Then we need 2 wing mirrors. Clunk, clink. And a siren. And there's Tipper. Ta-da! Hi, Tipper. Ray's quickly loads the crates onto Tipper. And off Tipper goes. And then he stops and thinks, oh, that's right. Medical supplies for Stitch. So Tipper drops off the first crate with Stitch. And then he delivers some new parts in the second crate for Squish. Thanks, Hector, says Ray's. And Hector says,
happy to help. Bye.